Hello, my name is Donnell, and welcome to the Basics. And happy Math Mondays to everyone out there. And this is just a continuation of what we did last week. But before I forget, last week I didn't do my YouTube housekeeping. Like, subscribe, and share this video. And parents, discuss this video with your kids, and kids, discuss it with your parents. All right? I didn't see too many answers, but I did get a couple of answers for this problem last week. Here's some of the answers that I got. The most popular answer that I got was people just added the numerators and added the denominators, and they were getting 11/15. That's wrong. Okay, but that's wrong. But again, I appreciate the effort, but 11/15 is not the answer. What I did want to make sure that I reiterated was building up your math vocabulary. Understanding what a numerator is, which is the number above, the denominator, the number below, and when you have a mixed number, what was that? A mixed number is when you have, I actually didn't get it, I got into improper fractions, so I didn't do mixed number yet. I believe the sample that I used last week, I said I was using a slice of pizza, and I said if I had 9/8. So before we get into this answer, I just want to rewind it back a little for last week. I had 9/8, right? And that was what I was calling improper because the numerator was greater than the denominator, but I didn't show you the mixed number of that. So I apologize, but this is equal to 1 1/8. That is the mixed number version of 9/8. So that would be, using the same example as last week, one whole pizza and then me eating another slice out of another box of pizza. That would be that I ate 9 slices and there was only 8 in one box, but I had to go to the next box. So I ate one whole pizza and 1 slice out of the next pizza. That's where you get 1 1/8. So that again, that's a mixed number. We have a whole number with the fraction right next to it. All right, so let's get into the answer for last week. For those who did try it, I appreciate it. Let's talk about what the answer is. So the first thing we have to do in order to add or subtract fractions is make sure the denominators are the same. Call that, some people say the same denominator, but the frequent term you hear most of the time is the common denominator. Okay, so we have to make sure these are equal. All right, how do we do that? We actually just convert the fraction to a different fraction, but it's the same value. So even though it's going to have different numbers, it's going to be the same value. All right, so we're on common denominators, and 6 times 9 is a quick way to get a common denominator. But when you look at this, you can see one that's easier to work with. Right now I'm looking at, if I multiply 9 times 2, 18, and if I multiply 6 times 3 is 18. So they're both factors of 18. So I would rather use that for this. So I'll draw this out. 4/6 times 3/3. Remember, 3/3 is 1, so we're just multiplying by 1. And 7/9 times 2/2. Again, 2/2 is equal to 1. I noticed I use the times here, but you don't have to use the times. You can actually just write it just like that. And this is what it looks like. Now, all you have to do when you multiply a fraction, you just multiply the top and multiply the bottom. So 4 times 3 would be 12 over 18, which is 6 times 3, plus 7 times 2 is 14 over 18. Now we can add, we have the same denominator. 12 plus 14. Now in my mind, 12 plus 12 is 24. Got two more. So we know that's 26 over 18. And again, if you have to do 12 plus 14 on the side, do not be afraid to use your pencil or your pen. Do some screen. That's why you have scrap paper and show your work. That way everyone knows what you're thinking about, and if you have a mistake, you can actually see where you made your mistake. All right, so you can pause it. I'm gonna erase this so we can get some more room. I'm gonna bring this up to the top so we can reduce it. All right, so remember, it's 26 over 18, which is now an improper fraction. Usually if you're taking a test or an exam, they say reduce it to its simplest form. Simplest form usually means either the mixed number. Mixed number is preferred over the improper fraction. So in order to turn an improper fraction into a mixed number, you would take 18 away from 26. All right, we take 18 away from 26 because that's 18 over 18 equals 1. So 6, take away 8. Remember, you have to borrow. Have to take 2 and turn that into a 1. Okay, 6 turns into 16, and that's 8. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So I'll write the 0, but you don't have to bring it over here. Transfer this over here. The reason why I subtracted 18 is because 18 over 18 is 1. And then we have 8 left over. 8 over 18. And we still can reduce. 2 goes into 8 4 times, and 2 goes into 18 9 times. So this answer, final answer, would equal 1 4/9. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to get into for this week. Next week, I want to turn this mixed number into decimal form. How do we turn this into decimal form? Into decimal form. Okay, so we know it will be 1 point. I'll put a couple of question marks here. Discuss at the household, discuss with your friends, family. You can also leave a comment in the comment section. You know, what's half of 9? You know, remember, decimal is 0.5 for half. So we'll talk about that next week. All right, so again, everyone have a good week. See you next week.